Guys, I have to say, I loved the trailer of True Patti. Sorry. Guys, I have to say, True Patti. I love the trailer of
false Patti hai, we don't know.
Exactly. It's a psychological thriller. It is sibling rivalry, I think, very, very Netflix zone. Diwar, the original epic saga is Mahabharat. Several other projects, and now in Do Patti, we are again exploring the concept of sibling rivalry. And ये दो बहनें हैं जो दो बहनें प्ले कर रही हैं, ये भी दो बहनें हैं, मैं भी दो बहनें हूँ. Anybody else who's two sisters? Two sisters. Oh my God! Yes. So who knows better than us? I love the close-up of her eyes on screen, and there's nothing more powerful than an actor who can emote with his or her eyes. कि एक actor जब सुंदर दिखने की उम्मीद करना छोड़ देता है ना, तो वो घंघोर एक्टर बन जाता है. Such is Irfan Khan.
मतलब मैं घंघोर एक्टर पहले से थी.
You know why I say that? This is such a non-glamorous role that you're playing. You're dressed in khaki, you're speaking a very local dialect, something that we have often not seen you in and as. As an actor, isn't it liberating as much as it is for the viewer?
As an actor, I would say that everything that you do, from your hair to your makeup to your clothes, is always a part of your character. Whether you're wearing, आप साड़ी पहने हो, आप सलवार कमीज पहने हो, आपके बाल सीधे हो, विग हो, नहीं हो, लिपस्टिक पहनी हो, नहीं हो, लेकिन मुझे लगता है ये सब जो होता है आपके किरदार का एक हिस्सा होता है. तो उस सब चीजों के बगैर आपका किरदार बन ही नहीं सकता है. I cannot play a part without the outer
the tools of
without the tools of the trade. How do you do it? How do you do it? You cannot. So you will never be able to complete that character till then. So yes, for me it's not that much of a difference. But like I said also pehle, I think that uniform में हाँ थोड़ा अलग है. थोड़ा सा एक अलग body posture, एक vibe अलग हो जाता है. So definitely that is there. But I think you cannot play a part without each and every part of it that makes it complete.
Yeah, you know why I said that? Because see Nargis in Mother India, the role of Rajmata in Bahubali.
Absolutely.
You know, a female actress's resume is incomplete without that one role where it's not about her looks, but just about her presence.
Thank you.
Hai na?
Thank you.
Welcome.
That was not a question, so I will just reply with that.
I was again paying her a compliment.
Especially for women actors. It's phenomenal for everyone, all talented actors, because so many are emerging through this medium. But for women, it is so good to be able to find powerful roles. Otherwise, you're reduced to playing, you're with a male actor, and that is the more. Sorry, I was struggling.
I've heard this word over and over.
Yeah, and it is so reductive of such powerful artists.
For playing a girl forever.
Yeah,
I know,
exactly.
It's so reductive of such powerful artists, you know. Therefore, you need writers like these. You need a medium that is looking for that level of story and that level of performance that can actually captivate. And audiences are also being pushed further and further. When they see this, they expect more. It's a very good virtuous cycle that is setting in. That's why they're always looking for the next level of story.
Exactly, exactly. Kriti, when you play a double role, do you get paid double?
She's the producer also. She's not going to.
I definitely know when you're also producing it. You definitely don't.
Yes. Okay, so let me come to that. You, with your production house, Blue Butterfly Films, and you're dressed in blue, and you do look like a butterfly right now too. Tell me, what is the vision behind your new role as a producer? And what were the challenges of playing this twin role? Because there's no physically marked difference between the two. It's only through your demeanor that you kind of...
एक पितिल है.
एक पितिल है.
तिल भी नहीं है.
You remember her? What was that movie where you played the double role?
दुश्मन.
No, one more.
कुछ खट्टी कुछ मीठी.
कुछ खट्टी कुछ मीठी.
लेकिन उसमें भी तिल नहीं था.
उसमें भी तिल नहीं था. It was just an aggressive one and the more demure one. But what are the nuances of playing a twin role, like a double role?
I feel like, obviously, I wanted to start producing more for a creative satisfaction of going beyond just being an actor when I'm very passionate about a project, learning, and also being able to tell stories that I feel need a voice, you know, and I feel that should be told. And hopefully in the future be able to, you know, support many other stories that I feel should be made as films. With the twin role, I feel, it's challenging also because they're twins, they're sisters, they're you know, two people who've had the same upbringing. You know, they've had the same environment
Same
around
mother
them.
and the same father.
Yeah, so it just gets trickier कि जैसे मैं और मेरी बहन भी phone पे same sound करते हैं, हालांकि हम twins नहीं हैं. You know, so you have similarities, but at the same point you have differences, like two different personalities and two different people. Any two people react differently to situations. So everything that you've gone through in life, as two different people, you will react differently. So, of course, we had to use other things like, you know, their demeanor, their personality, their body language, their reaction to everything, to differentiate between the two characters. But yeah, at the end of it, it's not like one has a dialect and the other doesn't. So it kind of.
We should have thought of that.
कहीं और होती, अगर पली बड़ी होती तो अलग बात थी.
Have you completed like 5 years at Netflix?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
And before you joining Netflix, and after that, there is a marked change with your experience, humongous experience of working with Star, Viacom, several other companies. There was, before you, the Bollywood/Indian content at Netflix was scoffed at. It was not good. And post you joining with Sacred Games and Hira Mandi, this and Railway Men were winning all the awards, thought provocative, yet Indian, yet international content. How does Do Patti add to the slate of what aligns with Netflix, and why Do Patti aligns with the thought of and the brand image of Netflix?
I think Do Patti is the true blue, as they say, you know, power-packed entertainer that Indian audiences love. It has all the emotions. It has, you know, that, as we say, sibling rivalry that we were just talking about. It has the investigative journey of a very driven and focused cop. It has, you know, the love between a couple, and if you have a sister, what is that dynamic? The dynamic of three people together in a relationship in very different ways. And I think also what it truly does is, you know, it takes you on a very thrilling suspense. For me, what Do Patti was an emotional roller coaster of a story, but delivered in a very suspenseful way where you're guessing till the end. There's a lot of intrigue. So many times you actually forget in the film that yes, there is, you know, an allegation and what is happening around that, you get into the drama of it. Then you're suddenly forced to pull out of it and you realize that, oh, there is a right and wrong here and there's an investigation going on. So what is it? So that was very exciting. And like you said, from a Netflix point of view, we have to push the boundaries. We have to look at different stories, you know, whether it's an IC-814, which has been the Kandahar hijack story, which has been an absolute hit. Or you look at Sector 36, which is a very different film, you know, again, both different stories based off of true events. Or you look at Hira Mandi, or you look at Chamkila, which has been such a wonderful film. Or you look at Maharaj, or a series like Khaki, since we have a cop, a female cop here, and that's a very big cop franchise, or a Delhi crime. You know, for us as Netflix, we have an internal bar which we have to meet, which is how globally Netflix is doing stories coming from every country. So it's very important for me that stories coming out of India really have the best of talent behind the screen, in front of the screen, and that we are constantly pushing to take that level, you know, up, and that's what Do Patti is, and I'm very proud of it.
And Netflix has mostly been concept driven as opposed to just star driven, and this is like a beautiful amalgamation of both actually, just the right mix. Kanika, Katha Pictures, we've been shooting for such a long time. You have the right amount of zid coated with politeness, which we so need in our tenacity. Is the right
Very
word.
tenacious.
Very tenacious.
Thank you, Monika.
This is what I want to know. You know, these kind of Sigmund Freud based concepts, they lead to a concept like a philosophy, like for example, कभी किसी की बेइज्जती मत करना, दुनिया की हर बड़ी जंग बेइज्जती का बदला लेने के लिए लड़ी गई थी. So sibling rivalry comes from this lack of love and attention from the parents, and maybe you want to make the viewers get to the reason why one sibling feels the way they do. So is there any space that you want the viewer to travel to with this?
Yes, absolutely. So there's a very important heartfelt message. The reason that I have written and produced this film, the reason that Kriti has acted and produced this film is that very important heartfelt message that we've all come together, Monika, Kajol. There's this, at the soul of it, there's a message that we all as women feel strongly about, and we need the audiences to feel for it, to understand it, and perhaps, you know, think
Maybe
about
not to
it.
agree with it,
Yeah.
but at least to think about it.
To
and
think about it.
At least have open their minds a little bit more towards it.
Which we can't talk about much, but yes, it's definitely there. And along with it, of course, there are sibling rivalries and there's the moral compass.
I think more than, I think what the end result is that I think that's the way I looked at the script, and that's the way we all looked at the script, is that we're all human.
Yeah.
And to err is human.
Yeah.
Whatever else we may be aiming towards, we may not have found the most perfect way to do what we want to do, but we all have the right, we all start out with the right intentions at least. So we're all human, and every character, there is no like completely white character, and there is no completely black character.
फिलहाल तो white and black ही लग रहा है मैम. जो ट्रेलर में देखा
बात कर रहे हो, मैंने लाल कपड़े पहने हुए, उसने blue पहना हुआ है.
To answer your question in one line, the thing that one can also get out of it is that there are no perfect victims. Victims will also not be always abla and follow a certain way or mannerism that you should judge them. There are no perfect victims and there are no perfect devils also.
और फिलहाल तो black और white लग रहा है, लेकिन उसके बीच में एक slate आई थी, prepare for deception.
वो grey area. So on one hand we have these big huge projects which give us eyeballs and discussions and everything, and then there are Lapata ladies. It added value to the viewer's life, gave some nice solutions, and didn't kind of hammer the point of feminism, yet said so many things. I'm reminded of a very beautiful couplet कि जिसको बेदार न कर पाई किसी की ठोकर, एक फनकार के हाथों से वो पत्थर जागा. You have this one small film that gets a huge platform like Netflix and Amir, and then it suddenly catapults into Oscar, race for Oscars.
Yes.
Talk about that.
I think that Lapata Ladies has truly been a journey, you know. When we took the film and we actually, you know, saw the film and we really loved it, and it was this really sweet, small film, and we felt that we had to bring it on Netflix, and we knew that its theatrical journey would not be really big, and a lot of times, you know, smaller films, however beautiful they are, they can get lost. We've had many films on our service, whether it's a 3 of us or so many films which are those little gems that come. So we saw this and we felt that this has to be seen by more people, but I have to be honest, we just wanted to give it the platform and promote it in the right way, and then leave it to the audiences. You know, we really loved it, but we just wanted to see what the audiences would like about it, and I'm not joking. It came on the service and we just put it out there, and it just blew up. Literally the graph of that film is vertical. How it just went, you know, more and more people told each other, watched it, rewatched it, and across the world. So I actually feel very happy. We are currently trying to help Kiran in her, you know, journey to get it nominated, and I just feel so proud that we are able to tell stories and take them and put them out in the world, like the International Emmy for Delhi Crime, whether it was Elephant Whisperers or what happened to RRR. Everybody in Hollywood knows about Telugu cinema and talks about it, and they ask, what's your next Telugu film that's coming? So it's really exciting, it's very gratifying, and I just feel that all of us are just here to really tell stories, to delight people, also to leave something with them emotionally.
Tell me, describe that one day while writing this story, where you were out of your wits. Every writer goes through that one day. What was that?
You know, actually, this was while I was coming towards writing the climax of the film. You know, we've spoken a lot. There were, of course, some scenes that I was really nervous about, which I mentioned. There was one between the sisters as well. But you know, after this, because the story deals with moral dilemmas, and we're also pushing, each character is walking a very thin line. So, you know, I remember I was writing towards the end of it, I wanted Vijay's character to kind of find a way forward in this chaos of right and wrong. Moral compass had to come from Vijay's character, and that was towards the end, and I was just feeling, ki, what should I do? Should I write a dialogue? Should there be a speech? Should there be... And thankfully, you know, I knew that the biggest challenge I would discuss with Kriti also is that by the time Kajol ma'am had not come on board in the film, and I was like, my God, you know, this needs somebody who will go way beyond the written word, because I am grappling with what to write here to convey what I want to convey, to make the audiences believe that this is the right decision, this is the right moral compass to follow, because everything is so messy, so unpredictable, so twisted. And the audience has to believe in it. And that's when, you know, we were really hoping, fingers crossed, that somebody who's supremely talented like Kajol, whose eyes can just, you know, convey, you know, I don't have to write pages of dialogue, because she'll just come and give a look and it'll be conveyed, and it's an absolute joy. And I was convinced that, you know, we've hit home when she said yes, and I knew that if any actor can bring that in their eyes and make us feel as an audience that this is the right way to go, this is the right path to choose, you know, it's Vijay's character played by Kajol.
And lastly, what would you like to tell your sister? I'll start with myself. You owe me $500. What do you want to say?
I don't want to say anything to my sister. My sister, I've just met her yesterday only.
And her sister's been
Happy
holding her hand.
Shubha I'd wish her.
No, and she's been holding your hand and helping
she's
you
been holding
from
my hand. Yes,
tripping over.
Thank you,
I
thank
swear.
you, thank you.
Kriti,
I
what
must
did you want to
say,
say?
you are busy watching my reels.
Huh?
You're watching
Shouldn't
it
you be happy?
Yeah.
Say thank you now. Come on, Kajol.
Thank you.
What do I have to say? You better be home for Diwali. You're traveling a lot.
Nice. You?
यार ड्रामा करना बंद कर प्लीज
ये ना बहुत ड्रामा करती है.
Okay. And एक हैं आपके को-एक्टर हैं, उनकी भी फिल्म खाकी में ही सिंघम आ रही है. आपकी भी एक कोई हैं, वो भी खाकी पहन के आ रहे हैं. आपके एक हफ्ते बाद आ रहे हैं, आप भी खाकी में आ रही हैं. मतलब क्या, मतलब कोई प्लान था क्या?
उनको बोलिए कि ये खाकी को प्रमोट करें.
शुभ विजया.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल शुभ विजया.
Guys, all the best to you, and you know that my support is always with you guys.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much.